Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video on my channel Lux Lux Billy. You might hear my baby. She's playing with toys next to me in the playpen, so you might hear like little baby toys everywhere. But yeah, that's her. So anyway, welcome back. So I haven't done a video in a little bit because I've been sick for a few weeks. I've had a sinus infection. You can probably still hear it. I still sort of sound a bit funny. Had a COVID test, negative, everything's fine, but just annoying that it's hung around for ages. But it is change of season here in Australia, so I feel like every single time there's a change of season, the weather changes, I get sick. So it can't be helped. But anyway, I'm starting to feel a bit better, so today I thought I would do a video. So today's video is all about my Chanel Small Deauville and why I sold it. So I've got to post it away today. I had a lady buying it off me on a payment plan over 8 weeks, so she's just finished paying for it, so I'm going to post it to her today. So I'm going to tell you the reasons why I decided to sell this one and how much I sold it for. I bought this Chanel Small Deauville in the end of 2018 for $2,919. So I've actually just sold it for exactly the same price. Well, I sold it for $3,000 because I've got to post it. So I feel like that's very lucky. Like I feel like Deauville's don't really hold their value as much. Sorry, baby throwing toys out of the pen. Deauville's don't usually seem to hold their value that well. So you usually will always get one at less than retail on the pre-owned market. So I was just very, very lucky that I managed to sell it for exactly what I paid for it. Reason why I sold this. So I love this color. I love pink, but it is just not a good investment. And especially in tweed, it's just prone to staining and getting dirty. So I bought this. See how it's got like real shiny stitching? It's so pretty, really nice, pretty shiny stitching all over, pink tweed. But, I mean, look at the corners. They've already gone brown. You know, it shows dirtiness really, really easily, up here especially, along the top. I mean, it is sort of like the stitching and the material's got like a bit of a sheen to it, but just like got so dirty. Even when I bought it, I guess it kind of had that sort of like a bit of a sort of dirty look even, I guess to try and counteract that. But I just feel like it rubbing under my arm every time I wear it, like it's just, I've cleaned it twice even and it still looks dirty. So that's why I'm selling it, because I just feel like if I keep it for any longer and I continue wearing it, I mean, it's just gonna go brown and gross like across the top. See here, can you see like how it's like it's dirtied, which really is annoying. So the way that I have cleaned this is I've used pre-wash like stain remover from Aldi on here. I love the Aldi one. I don't know if you have Aldis overseas, but in Australia we have Aldi and I love Aldi. So they have like a green pre-wash stain remover. See, dirty? Does my head in. So they have a green pre-wash stain remover. Hold on a sec. I'll see if I can find it in the cupboard so I can show you what it is. I found it in the cupboard. It's pretty well empty, but this is what I use to clean it. Green Action pre-wash stain remover, plant-based. So I spray this on. I use it on all my kids' clothes before I put them in the wash, and it's pretty good at getting stains out, and it's very gentle. I've even used it like on my rug, like all sorts of different things I use this for because it's super gentle and I know it's not going to ruin them. So I just sprayed it all over and then let it sit for a while, like maybe an hour or something, and then I gave it a scrub with a wet like towel, like a little flannel. I call it a flannel. I don't know what people call it overseas. Like a hand towel. So I gave it a bit of a scrub with that, and it has got a lot of the dirt out. But I want to show you a really dirty bit so you can get an idea. But like, can you see like the dirtiness on it? And then yeah, I mean the bottom's fine. It's just more so like the corners. But I mean, I felt like if I just continued to use this bag, it was going to get absolutely filthy, and then I wouldn't be able to clean it, and then that would be it. It would be ruined. So I'm like, you know, $3,000 bag. I knew when I bought it that being light pink, it was going to be like it was going to have to be easy on it, gentle on it, not use it that much. But I mean, it is kind of like a summer beach bag, so I want to use it in summer. But then, you know, you got fake tan on, it's sitting under your arm, rubbing on your fake tan all the time. So yeah, that annoyed me about it. How quickly and easily it got dirty. Baby is throwing everything out of the playhead onto the floor. The other thing is the leather bits got a bit dirty too. But my biggest pet peeve about this bag is the straps. So the straps are absolutely filthy. Can you see that? They get like black marks on them. And here, like where the gold rubs, It's just so dirty. And it's not even from like that much wear. Like I use this bag only literally in summer and that's it. But like, see how it's black? Maybe I can pull it out. You can pull these straps out here. See how dirty and filthy the strap is? So I was like, I can't deal with this. And because it's in the chain, how do you even clean it? Like I sprayed the stuff on it, but you can't even give it a rub because the chain's there. So that really, really, really annoyed me as well. This strap got a little bit dirty, but not too bad. But then also, okay, I think you're paying $3,000 for a bag. It should sit perfect. But it doesn't, the way that these turn around is always sticking out on the side that's stitched, and it just looks like it looks unfinished. Do you know what I mean? See this bit? This is like where they flicked it under and stitched it. But when you wear the bag, I mean, that's what, the chain just looks all, see, yeah. I mean, you can sort of try and flip it around with this little circle inside. They can come in and out and flip around. But, I mean, I just thought, it's a $3,000 bag. I don't want it to be looking like it has not a very good chain that doesn't sit nicely and doesn't have like a really clean sort of polished appearance on it. So that really annoyed me early on about the chain, how it doesn't sit. It just it just turns and then and it's this like ugly side that keeps showing, not the sort of nice side. But even like, look at it, it's all twisted up. It's just, I'm like, this is $3,000. Why is the chain all twisted up like that and not sitting properly? So that's why I sold it. I love it. I love the color. I love the iridescence in it. See how pretty it is? But just the fact that, you know, after only a couple of summers use, it just got filthy. The chain doesn't sit right. It twists around. And I just think for $3,000, I want better than this. I want better from Chanel. So that's a big disappointment. So, yeah, that's why I sold it. So posting it out today. Hope the new owner loves it. I love it. I love the color of it. I love like the tweed pattern. I thought it would be really hard wearing, which I guess it is. Like there hasn't been really much fraying or anything on it. It's just the fact that it gets really dirty that did my head in. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Now before I go, I just want to also touch on what the bag looks like inside to give you guys a look. So I've got a bag liner in here from KD Australia. So they didn't have one to fit this size DeVille because it's a small size. Usually they're way bigger than this, but it's a smaller size. So when I was talking to the lady from KD, I was sending her the measurements, trying to figure out which liner she had that was going to fit inside. And it turns out this is a Birkin liner. I think a Birkin 25 it must be. So this is the liner for it. So they didn't have the pink color, so I just bought it in tan, just to sort of, it's fine. But this is what the bag looks like inside. There's no structure. It's just completely like floppy. But like there's a pocket here that everything just sort of flops out of. And then there's a zipper pocket, which is good. Show you the little Chanel, where's it made? Italy, made in Italy. So the hardware is really pretty. It has a magnet that magnets together to close the bag. Although I never really seem to have that done up. I just have everything all chucked in here. I've still got some of the stickers on these. But that's what it looks like on the inside. It's just basically a big floppy tote bag. So with the liner in it, it definitely gives it more structure. And I like, before it had the liner, it just, like I found it quite annoying because it would just cave in on itself and I couldn't find anything in there. But that's what it's like with the liner. So heaps better and gives the bottom structure as well. So I did really, really love this bag. I mean, it definitely stands out. It's pretty obvious that it's Chanel, big branding on the side. It's just the fact that the straps twist around and it just gets so filthy. So obviously the dirtiness would happen on a darker bag. So when I bought this one, there also was like a really dark blue, it wasn't denim, but it was almost like denim, and then dark blue writing. And so I didn't buy that one because I thought like it's not very obvious that it's Chanel, it's so dark. So I bought this one because I love pink and super, super obvious when you're wearing it what the brand is. But obviously that was my downfall for choosing a light color because then it got so dirty.